Good with your world. It's Ant. Welcome back to the neighborhood. Today's video again sponsored by Traptober. I'm gonna drop the link in the bio. Y'all get at my boy. Make sure y'all shop. He got new shit on the way. I want to support all my dogs, all my black-owned businesses. Matter of fact, if you have a black-owned business or you have something that you want me to shout out or support, drop me a link or drop me something in my DMs on Twitter. You can hit me on Instagram. You can hit me on here. When I hit 1,000 subs, I'm gonna do a giveaway. So if you have some stuff you want to send me that you want people to see or you want me to be able to give away, just let me know. We can work it out because I want everybody to eat. But today's video was brought to you again by you, but it's not public opinion. It's not something that somebody sent in to me. It's not a whole bunch of questions. This is based solely on observation. And let me say this before I get into it. Things that I observe come from my eyes, my perspective, and what I believe about the world. If you disagree, we can have a constructive conversation, but if you want to get rowdy, we can do that too. Everything that I say is not to be agreed with, but it is to be heard. So if you listen to everything that I say and you disagree, we can have a constructive conversation. But telling me that I'm wrong about an opinion is really wasting your time because opinions are like assholes. We all have them and most of them stink. God bless. So today's topic is sex. Sex is a beautiful thing. Safe sex is great sex. Consent 2020 and 20 forever. Yes means yes. No means no. Maybe means no. I'll see means no. Let me get that out the way before I break anything else down, because before we get into anything about casual, consensual, and fun sex, you have to understand people are not obligated to have sex with you just because you want it. Be that in a relationship or on the first date. If you're in a relationship and somebody isn't in the mood to have sex, aside from sucking your teeth and pouting, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. You can be as mad as you want. If I don't want to fuck, it ain't nothing you can do to make me. If I've been at work all day and I lay my ass down and go to sleep and you reach your hand in my pants trying to wake me up, I'm pushing you out the bed. You gonna hit the floor, it's gonna hurt. I'm not calling nobody. You better hope nothing's broken because you stuck there. That's your evening. Since you wanted to fuck around with a sleep nigga, now you sleep permanently. Nap time. Understand me. Consent is a great thing. Everybody needs to understand that. Also, if you have to convince somebody to have sex with you, be it with money, be it with words, be it with the time that you spend, if they don't already want to fuck you, you need to just go ahead and let it go. Nobody wants to have sex with anybody that they had to convince. If convincing a woman to have sex with you makes you feel like you've earned a body, that is completely and 110% your business, but you're not invited to shit that I throw, and you need to stay away from everybody that I know because you are a fucking weirdo. Consent is real. It is necessary. It needs to be discussed. It needs to be understood. Make people feel comfortable enough to want to have sex with you. That way, when they give you some, you're not saying dumb shit like, oh, shit, you gave it up for that. That leads me to my next point. Fellas, let me reiterate. It is very weird of you to go out of your way to pursue a woman, take a woman on a date, spend money on an outfit, spend money on food, take her out, have a good time, listen to all the jokes, laugh at all the jokes. And when she gives you some pussy, you make her feel bad about it. She gave you some, and your first response is to go to the group chat and tell your dogs how easily she gave it up. If you lay in the wood on a woman, you should feel like you blessed her life. What type of nigga are you to get some pussy that you asked for and then make her feel bad for giving it to you? That's strange behavior. I'd question if you liked men, but that would be disrespectful to the homosexuals. I don't want to put them in that fire because somebody who decided to have consensual heterosexual sex then made it weird. If you want to make her feel bad about having sex with you, you probably shouldn't have sex with her. You didn't do her a favor like you think you did, because let women tell it, they don't enjoy sex very much and they don't come. So for you to be laying wood that didn't satisfy anybody but you, for you to turn around and then say you worked for it when you didn't, and then shaming somebody who opted to give it to you after she didn't enjoy it, it's pretty strange. It's strange behavior. Casual sex is just that. If y'all have had an agreement that y'all are only going to have sex and there's nothing else going on, you need to keep it that way. You don't get to have sex with somebody and change your mind about what's going on. The only time you get to change your mind about sex is whether or not you want to have it. But if I've decided that I want to have casual sex with you and then you decide that you want to be in a relationship, you're in a relationship by your goddamn self. If that's not something we agreed upon, that's not something that's going to happen. Check your feelings at the door. If you are not able to have casual sex with somebody without making it into a big deal, you need to only give your pussy or your dick to people who want to date you. You don't get to have sex with somebody for 6 months and on the 7th month of casual sex, now all of a sudden it's what are we? Nothing. Because on day one, we established there wasn't nothing going on. If I keep it consistent, you need to stay consistent. Casual sex only works for people who know what the word casual means. Even if we go on dates and then we go out to eat, that's because we opted to do those things. These are all optional. These are all choices. We all have decisions and we all make decisions. You don't get to make a decision and then change your mind and shame other people for not lining up with what you changed your mind to do. They said what they was going to do. You agreed to it. If that's not something that you want to agree to, you need to let that be known from day one. But day 377 of us having casual sex, that's not the day I want to talk about whether or not we in a relationship, because you and I both know the answer to that. And only one of us is lying, and it damn sure ain't Ann. Sex on the first date. Like I said before, if you grown and you want to give it up, that is your business. What I find strange is men will take a woman on a date, like I said before, do all of this work for some pussy, and then turn around and shame women for giving it to them. I think that is very strange. Women, if you're not opting for having sex on the first date, that needs to be communicated. Stop going to these niggas' houses all the way till 2 a.m. And when he asks you what the fuck going on, now all of a sudden you offended. We've been together 7 hours. 4 of these hours have been spent looking at each other on my sofa. If I ask you what's up, and you tell me you not going for that, it is your absolute right to not give me none. However, when I ask you, when is your Uber coming, or when do you want me to drop you off, and you get offended, that is a personal problem. I have the right to kick anybody out of my house if I want to. You have the right to not want to have sex with me. I cannot make you have sex with me. You cannot make me let you stay. If that's not something that you're comfortable with doing, that needs to be communicated from the jump. Communicate everything. Expectations are everything. Nobody owes you anything. Excuse my French, that yak done got to me. I apologize. But like I was saying, nobody owes you anything. Communication is key. Expectations should be communicated effectively. That doesn't mean somebody owes you something just because you communicated. If somebody doesn't want to give you something, you have the right to leave them. They also have the right to not give you what you asked for. That's why you need to deal with people that are on the same page that you are. With that being said, let me make this 110% clear. Fellas, if you, in all of your glory, decide that you, for whatever reason, want to sleep with other people, communicate that. If she's expecting you to be the only person she's having sex with, you have the 110% right to fuck whoever the fuck you want if y'all are not in a relationship. It is just your duty as a man to be like, look, I fuck with you, I like fucking with you, but I'm fucking with Shawty too. Now, if me and you decide that we gonna keep fucking with each other after I tell you that I'm fucking with Shawty, that's cool. If you and Shawty want to fuck with each other when I'm not there, that's super cool. All I'm saying is I'm letting you know what's going on, what ain't going on, and how we gonna kick it going forward. She has the right to accept that. She has the right to not accept that. But just to keep your nose clean, stay 1K. Keep your nose clean. Stop fucking behind your dogs. Because I'm going to tell y'all niggas something. Y'all niggas like to have sex with the same women and then sit in a circle and talk about these women. And I think that that's very strange, because the only reason you had sex with her is because he did. So if you're having sex with her off his recommendation, it really ain't too much bad you need to have to say about her, because clearly he gave her 2 thumbs up and a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not going to put you on game about a young lady, period, because I think that's weird. But in the rare event that you ask me about somebody and I tell you what's up and I give you 2 thumbs up and then you go get it and you sitting around the hood talking crazy, I'm a side-eye you. Do you like women, or do you just like being behind me? Because I think a lot of y'all niggas just want to have something in common with your dogs and want something to, high five about. I don't think y'all really like these women that y'all sleep with. Sleep with people that you like. And I don't mean relationship-wise. I mean, if you wouldn't sit down and have a drink with her, you probably shouldn't stick your penis in her. But that's just my conjecture. Again, that's my personal estimation. That's my personal evaluation. I ain't nobody. And if that offended you, there ain't really too much you gonna do about it. But, you can thumbs down this video. But, hey, spend your time with people that want to spend time with you, and that includes sexually. Lastly, I just want y'all to be great, man. Too much good sex out here to be having trash sex, or to be having sex with somebody that doesn't like you or doesn't respect you or respect what you have going on. With that being said, if you have a kink, don't kink shame people. Find somebody who's aligned with the same ideals that you have concerning sex and have sex with that person. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Fellas, let me tell y'all something, and I'm going to keep it between us, even though the women are watching this video. They'll probably agree, but I want you to make sure that you understand what I'm saying before anybody else. I know y'all watch porn. I know y'all probably listen to a whole lot of music that shapes what y'all think about sex and about women and about that involvement and about that engagement. But let me say this. If your girlfriend doesn't like women and would not have sex with a woman by herself, don't ask her for a threesome. Ladies, if you opt to have a threesome with your boyfriend knowing that you're not attracted to women, you wouldn't have sex with a woman by yourself, you're an idiot. Having sex with somebody should be enjoyable for all parties. If that's not something you into, you have the right to say no because, again, consent 2020. Ladies, if you're into the double penetration thing, if you want 2 dicks, you need to understand that the same rules apply. If you know that your boyfriend wouldn't have his dick out in another room by himself with another man, by himself, he's not going to have his dick out with another man while that man's dick is in your mouth. That's not how it's going to work. Understand that people like different things and you need to find people that align with what you believe in all aspects of life. But when it comes to sex, everybody needs to be on the same page. Also, getting drunk and having sex is a slippery slope. Drunk people cannot consent to sex. And I know everybody's had drunk sex with their significant other and that, yeah, whatever. Getting women drunk or getting somebody else intoxicated to have sex with them is weird. It is a crime. You should be ashamed. You should be incarcerated. If somebody doesn't want to have sex with you on their own free will and it doesn't come to fruition based on what they want, you don't need to press the issue. The main theme of this video is consent. Find things that work for you. Find somebody else where those things also work for them. Ask them and wait for them to say yes. Also, stop having sex with women if you're going to turn around and try to have sex with her friend. That's not player. I don't care. Nobody who considers themselves player intentionally puts themselves in situations that's going to cause conflict or cause confrontation. If you just want casual sex, keep it casual. Fucking her and then fucking her roommate is not only casual, it's dangerous. These women will hit you with a frying pan. If you know women catch feelings after sex, it's in your best interest to not have sex with a whole bunch of women that a woman knows. That's just common sense. Ladies, if you're going to fuck his friend, if you're going to fuck his dogs, understand one of 2 things. That is 110% your right. Also, it is 110% their right to say whatever the fuck they want to say about you. Because if you didn't give a fuck about what they thought, which you obviously don't because you fucked the whole clique, you should be able to let that shit roll off your shoulders. If you want to have sex and you want to be sexually liberated, liberate yourself from what you think about what other people think about you. Sex is fun. Sex is great. Sex can be dangerous if you're irresponsible. But all in all, I just want y'all to bust a nut and keep living. Follow me on Twitter at I'm No Role Model. Follow me on IG at everythingxlowkey. Again, shot with my boy, Traptober. You know what I'm saying? I got the breast cancer going on. Support Black-owned businesses. Again, if you have a business of any kind, hit me on Twitter, hit me on YouTube, hit me on IG. Let me know what's going on. But I'm Ant. Welcome to the neighborhood.